point in time alive. So they're pretty much stuffed. All right, what's up guys? This is your boy QuanOutside, and today we're gonna do something a little different. I brought Jennifer with me. She's gonna explain everything. She's gonna show us everything. So yeah, Jennifer, go ahead.
Well, hello and welcome to Garden of the Gods. We're right outside the Visitor and Nature Center. I'm Jennifer, I'm a park guide here. And we are in front of kind of a very unique sign. It's welcome in several different languages. So obviously we've got some English, we have Greek, Italian, Spanish, Mandarin, I believe this is either Farsi or Arabic, German, Russian, this one. We've got Japanese, Korean, and then we've also got Mike, which is our Ute language or our First Peoples, and that means hello. So hello. And let's go for a walk.
Let's do it. Yeah, I brought some water with us in case if, you know, I pass out, I got at least this. What's this
So
Jeep?
they have Jeep, trolley, Segway tours. There's e-bike tours that you can take as well.
Okay.
And those are all, you can book those here at the Visitor Center.
Okay.
We are a free city park. We became a city park in 1909 when the original landowner of 420 acres decided that the park, that space would be better given to the city of Colorado Springs as a free city park.
But why is it called the Garden of the Gods though?
That is an awesome story. Okay, in 1858, gold was discovered in Colorado, and as part of the gold rush, surveyors came down from Denver to this area, and they were looking for a place for the railroad to come through. And as you can see, it's pretty rugged terrain out there coming down from Pikes Peak to civilization. And this area has always been frequented by people. We have cultural history that goes back over 5,000 years, but the name comes from these two surveyors. I like to say they were on mules, we have no idea. But they came into this area and one guy said, wow, this would be a great place for a beer garden. And that is a very European thing. They were Scandinavian surveyors, I'm told, rumor has it. And the other surveyor said, beer garden, you have an appalling lack of imagination. This is a place fit for the gods to assemble.
Mighty and powerful gods.
Hello.
Now he had the journal, so he wrote, you know, Dear Diary, today I had a tuna fish sandwich, went to Garden of the Gods. And that's how we got our name. We do not know what gods he was referring to. He was educated as a surveyor, so it could have been Greek or Roman, Egyptian. He was also a Scandinavian lad, so it could have been the Norse gods, like Thor. Actually, I want to bring you over here, one of the better views. You asked the question about can you climb on the rocks?
Yeah, can
On
you?
the rocks that you're seeing right here, we do have trails on the rocks, just like we have trails on the ground.
Okay.
You need a free permit, it's good for the year, and that is how we identify you, and that's how we know that you're in compliance with the rules.
Okay.
But why I like to stop here is because we have an excellent view of this big red rock on the right, and if you can see that whole window triangle up at the top, that is the very famous Kissing Camels. Because from this angle, this perspective, it looks like two camels kissing, or a gopher and a turtle, depending on your perspective. But that's our famous Kissing Camels rock.
Oh.
The camel hump on the right, that is the highest point in the park. It's approximately 325 feet above the sidewalk below.
Nobody ever fell off that thing, did they? Have they?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. Hopefully not. I mean, I ain't climbing up there.
I'm not either.
There's no right or wrong trail, right? You can go pretty much in any direction. Or start
It's a
anywhere.
choose your own adventure. So you can hike for as long or as little as you want.
Okay.
We have over 20 miles or 32 kilometers of interconnecting trails. Probably go in there and get a picture.
All right. And Jennifer's hooking it up. Okay. Is this
It is.
a photo for you guys? Yeah. Sure, why not? And we gotta make sure they right, you know what I mean? This is memories. There ain't no snakes, right?
No.
Okay.
Too early for snakes.
'Cause I got some shorts on and, you know, something told me to wear some pants, but I was like, nah.
No, it's a short stay. So we've just gone over a bridge here with no water, but that is Camp Creek. And that used to be the only naturally occurring water source at Garden of the Gods. So it was very important for trappers, traders, the first peoples that were living in this area. There's no water in it now because just to the north of us is another property called Glen Erie, and that was our city founder, General William Jackson Palmer's home.
Okay.
And he built this beautiful European castle up there. He actually took that water for his property.
Okay.
And that's very common in Colorado with water rights.
Garden of Gods had all of this history.
Yeah, there's a
Wow.
lot. The Ute Nation, they called themselves the Nuchu.
The Nuchu?
The Nuchu, and they were our first peoples in this area, and they describe themselves as always being here. Their creation story was, we are always here, and they are still here today. We interact with them quite a bit. Anytime there's any kind of improvements done in the park, we do get permission from tribal elders, and it's a government-to-government relationship. So.
Wow. Oh, look at these trees. It looks so like spooky, especially at night, I'm sure. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Has this ominous like vibe to it.
Yeah. So these spooky looking trees, 100% good call, are scrub oak or Gamble's oak, and they're Colorado's answer to the oak tree. So they grow all twisted and gnarly like that by themselves.
Okay.
And they are a communal colony, which means they share a root system. And they're also self-pruning. So as we walk through, you're gonna see some dead trees. They all look kind of lifeless right now, but you're gonna see some obvious just stalks and branches on the ground, and
okay.
they kind of take care of themselves. So.
Okay. For some reason, when I look at it like from this angle, I don't know if you remember the movie from Beauty and the Beast, the Walt Disney version.
Yes.
When they was walking through the forest. I don't know, it just reminds me of that scene.
100%. We worry about fires. We've been under red flag warnings on high fire danger. So fire, you can see just looking at the ground, you know, how easy that would be to catch on fire.
Yeah,
so,
seeing all the weeds and the...
Yeah, so there's no smoking in the park.
Yeah, okay.
And hopefully everybody follows that. We don't have any kind of campfires or picnic areas where you can have open flames. And that should reduce it quite a bit. So we're obviously outside. We're gonna encounter some wildlife. Now today, probably not snakes or lizards or any of our reptiles, because the ground temperature is still cold. We're still getting freezing temperatures at night, despite the short sleeves today. We just remind people that this is a natural area. Wildlife may be present. A lot of people have that concern about snakes. We're not that concerned about snakes, so as long as you stay on the trail and use some common sense, you're gonna be fine. But we actually have 4 different kinds of species of snakes in the park. We have bull snakes, prairie rattlesnakes, garter snakes, and I've been told the yellow belly racer. I've never seen that one, but it is here. Yellow belly racer, and of those 4 varieties, only one is venomous, and that would be our prairie rattlesnake. So chances are, even if you see a snake, it's not even a prairie rattlesnake.
Okay. There's no hunting allowed though, right?
Not in the city park.
Okay.
No, or city limits, so yeah.
Oh yeah, we can switch sides if that's better.
Oh, that's fine.
I feel like I was in the wrong position for some reason. I don't know what was going on. I was like, yo, what's
Mesa gravels. So as we walk through, you're gonna see a lot of these markers. We actually have 9 of them. This is our first one. This is all about the geology of the park. And you can tell that it's not a grave. We get that a lot, especially with our little kids. Someone died. Well, there's a very good indicator here that it is not a grave. 2 million to 10,000 years. Most humans don't live that long.
Oh, exactly.
And what an unfortunate name to be named Mesa Gravels.
But man, I could just see so many movies being done here though.
I know, right?
TV shows, like everything.
You would think.
Look at that. You see that? What's the name of that rock?
The name of that rock is Gray Rock because it's gray.
Because it's gray?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm trying to, it looks kind
Captain
of,
Obvious
it has like
loves
a...
This is one of the best views of what we call the Central Garden, and so named because this is where most of our fantastic geological wonders of rock are. You were asking about the names of them?
Yeah.
So all of our rocks have like 3 different names depending on who you are and how you're describing them.
Okay.
So for the general public, that's Gray Rock, and then we have this big red rock in the middle. That's going to be South Gateway Rock. And then you notice the break or the portal or the gateway.
Yeah.
And then we have North Gateway Rock, and just peeking through another grove of scrub oak is going to be white rock. And North Gateway Rock, the big red rock on the far right, up at the very top, if you have a good eye, you can still see kissing camels, but that's how much our perspective has shifted.
Oh, I could see this like in a Star Wars movie too.
Tatooine.
Something like, yeah, Tatooine, yeah.
These rocks are all sandstone, and so if we had had a really wet winter or heavy snows or even rains, the rocks become pretty unsafe to climb. Sandstone, all it wants to do is be sand. So it breaks down.
Oh yeah.
So all the red dirt you're seeing here, that's all erosion from our rocks.
Yeah, that makes sense. See this? Look at this.
Ooh. Ah. So this is our dedication plaque, and it simply reads, "The Garden of the Gods, given to the city of Colorado Springs in 1909 by the children of Charles Eliot Perkins in fulfillment of his wish that it be kept forever free to the public."
And the Jeep trails, do they like drive you around?
Yeah, the Jeep and trolley tours that could take you around. So you're asking about a cave? Welcome to our cave.
Oh, this is the cave.
Ooh, ah.
Oh, look at this. Hey, what up, what up? I'm in the cave, I'm in the cave. Just hanging out in the cave.
You were talking about graffiti.
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah,
don't
look.
have, the graffiti we have is people carving. And you can see this is kind of a new carving. And one of the things I always do when I'm out here with a field trip group is I was like, do we think ancient first peoples, are giving us wisdom, or do we think it's modern people making a
message,
bad
yeah.
decision? And they're always like, ancient people. And I'm like, would they have hearts?
Yeah, I don't
Would
think
they be named Tony? It's just, it's a great way for advocacy and education, of course. We really don't want that, of course. It detracts from the natural beauty of the rock.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Sentinel Spires is this rock
that's this
right
one
here.
Okay.
And if you look at the top, we have wildlife. We have
A pigeon.
Oh, no. That is a rock dove. And when it flies out of our park, it magically transforms back into a pigeon.
Okay.
So that is our rock dove up there. Here, I just think that's kind of a beautiful frame shot of our America's Mountain, Pikes Peak. So named after the explorer Zebulon Pike, who came out here in the 1800s, I believe, and was one of the first explorers in the area, definitely not one of the first people in the area. Pikes Peak is a granite mountain, and she gradually started uplifting, and all of these rock layers that we've been walking through were formed flat in their various environments. So if you think of each one of my fingers being a rock layer, and Pikes Peak uplifted and pushed all of these rocks up and out of the way. And that's one of the reasons why the outcrops are so spectacular here, is because we're only about 15, 20 miles away from the base of Pikes Peak, and sites like Fort Collins or Denver, you're more than that away from the mountains.
Yeah.
And so they don't have those spectacular rock uplifts and outcrops.
Right. Okay. So yeah, when you guys come out here, make sure you guys come talk to Jennifer. I'm telling you, she will hook you up.
I'll be in my office answering emails. And we're right at the base of now Kissing Camels.
Oh, look at it.
So there you go. So again, that whole triangle window in the rock, that's our Kissing Camels. And the obscure little hump kind of on the right, that looks like the majestic hump we saw at the beginning of our walk.
Yeah, okay.
So again, perspective shifting. Beautiful day for a walk, friends.
It is. Go outside, y'all.
I just want to give a huge shout out for QuanOutside. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for the advocacy and the opportunity to just share even just a little bit of the wonders of Garden of the Gods today.
Of course. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thanks so much.
Peace. Stay tuned for the next one. All right.